Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. This video is just really a quick middle of the day update. The next video I'm gonna look again at the higher level time frame, talk about the higher level options again, and the different possibilities where prices could be going. Obviously, we have a lot of news developments across the market this week. We've got the USDC stuff, we've got SVB, Silicon Valley Bank. That to a degree affects USDC, even though I think they are going to get their money back as it seems. And there have been bearish news. Silvergate, one of the crypto banks or crypto supporting banks, being wound down. Lot of bearish news this week. And I'm just saying, just be careful, because I know a lot of people are jumping ship already. I'm just saying, and I can't promise anything, as you hopefully know. And I can't give you any financial advice. I'm just saying that if you jump the ship or run down the hills now, try to run away from the crypto market. If you sell now, you might very well sell a local bottom or a more substantial bottom. Why is that the case? Two things. First of all, those news like that, you don't get them close to the top of a market. You get them close to a low of sorts. Now, that doesn't mean that needs to be the bear market low or whatever, but it means normally you see those news towards the end of a drop, close to a bottom of some sort. We are now in a support area for Bitcoin. We are now in a support area for many altcoins. And I'm just saying, if you sell now because you fear it will come down lower, which it can, you might just very well sell at a bottom. And I'm just saying that for you to consider when you make your decision, because I've just seen it time and time again. One more reason, and the second reason why I'm saying that, and I already deleted some of the red dots here. I think I showed you in one of the previous videos, or I just posted that on Telegram and Discord. You look at the daily RSI, and we are basically at a point where you typically have some kind of a rally, when the RSI is in that region. Here, those last times where we really were, the only exception was back here. That was in May, but that was not, well, it was sort of a rally, but nothing major. That was May 22, but all the other points here, we had rallies of sorts, I mean, even here it went up round about 10%. It's not major, but in most cases, whenever you see an RSI at that level, you had a rally of some sort here as well. That from 6,000 to 10,000 is also decent. So be aware of that. So usually I would say in 8 of 10 cases, whenever the RSI came down to that level, and it can still come down a little lower on the daily, but whenever that happened, we are fairly close to a low. And sentiment-wise, it feels like that we are sort of in a wave 2. It will be interesting. And the options that we have, but I will discuss that a little bit further in one of the next videos, or no, actually in the next one, is obviously that we've got here a larger ABC, which we're doing. And that might be worth just expecting a B wave, not to have too high expectations, but it could also become an impulse and really break out. Now, if it's an impulse, then we're going to treat it like an impulse. But until then, we can expect at least a B wave here out of this region to the upside. Condition would be that the 17,560 level is holding. If we drop below that, we are probably heading down and make new bear market lows. This is the very clear threshold that we have. But I mean, even in a bearish scenario where we will make a new bear market low, we would expect at least here some kind of a bounce out of that region. I did say on the micro level, I think it's fairly likely to make one more low. That pretty much fits in line with what Bitcoin is doing at the moment. I don't see any impulse to the upside emerging yet. In fact, it just reacted to our resistance area that we had on the chart. And as expected, it's basically a bit of a boring Saturday. So I think that was hopefully prepared you well for this sort of sideways Saturday again. Fearful Friday and sideways Saturday. Anyway, so yeah, we're moving sideways. We're gonna take a look at the lower level price action, but either way, my comments from the previous video still stand. Anybody who didn't watch that or is new on the channel, a fifth wave to the downside to complete this cycle to the downside, and that could then lead to some upside in a corrective or an impulsive fashion. Targets here are 19,273, 18,965, and 18,215. They are the likely ones for this fifth wave after we are going to make here a local top. Maybe that local top is already in for this fourth wave with one more fifth wave down to come. We had certainly 3 waves to the upside here yesterday, peaked very close to the ideal target for a fourth wave, were rejected quite strongly, but now moving up again. It looks a bit like, as I said, a bit of a triangle. Now, it's way too early to really confirm any of that. Could also very well be that we are doing here, 1 second. Let me just check something. Yeah. Could also be that in this fifth wave, so I'm treating the C wave as a diagonal. So the wave 5 here would be an ABC structure as well. So we could just very simply get something like that. A wave, B wave, C wave down. Okay. So be prepared for that. It could also be that before we start that fifth wave, we're just doing this Elliott Wave triangle. Showed you a possible count in the previous video. It just would mean that we're making lower highs and higher lows for a little while and then come down. Yeah, but this is the micro count really. Both are possible. If you ask me, I think we're going to see a bit of a triangle, but just because it typically happens in a wave 4, especially on a Saturday. Yeah, so be aware of that. Other than that, or the only thing that I would want to, or the first thing that I would want to see in order to say that the low is already in would be a breakout above 21,110, because if we get a sustained break above that 50% retracement, we can basically assume that the low has been made here, or a more substantial low has been made. We're not going to get this fifth wave, but the market would need to prove that by breaking above the 50% retracement. Until that happens, the focus will be on the downside. Now again, it could be that we've moved sideways for a bit before we come down. Okay, that's my update about Bitcoin. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.